I am here with the amazing and talented Minke, talking all about her new music and tour and so much more. What have the last couple of years been like before you came over here? Like, how did you adjust to that? Did it feel like a big deal at the time?
Yeah, I mean, it was such a weird thing when that song came out. We weren't expecting anything. We just put it online.
Yeah.
And then it blew up. So then we had kind of 6 months of, an overwhelming amount of attention trying to figure out what to do and whether to sign a deal or, do I move to LA? Do I move to New York? Do I stay put in London? It was just confusing, really.
Yeah.
But it was wild. It just opened so many doors for me that I'd kind of been trying to get into for so long, and everyone kind of said no. Even playing them that song, and everyone was like, yeah, but... and then that song came out, and then everything kind of changed, so...
But you knew you had something special. You were working towards a certain point, and your music was coming together the way you wanted.
Yeah. I felt really good about it.
Yeah.
But you just never know, do you? I don't know. I don't understand what people like and what people don't. I sort of just write songs, and then some of them do well, some of them don't. You just don't know.
Right.
It's really hard to tell. So
yeah.
So it was a lovely surprise.
Right. Well, when I first heard you, you were one of those artists where it just seems so fresh and so cool, and you can't quite put your finger on it, and that's what makes it really, really interesting. I'm like, all right, we got to do something one of these days to make it work. Like.
Yeah.
And now with this new music and this new EP, does it feel like something new all over again? Like this is the beginning of something?
100%. Yeah. I think with that song, when Gold Angel came out, it blew up pretty quickly, just hugely, and it went beyond anyone's dreams. And then kind of coming back from that and going, okay, well that's one song and that's cool that it's been played loads, but trying to make a project and I'm an artist and I write all my songs and I write a lot of them. So I wanted to get a body of work out that people can kind of listen to it and go, okay, that's what she's about, more than listening to one song isn't really representative, I guess, of what I do. Mm-hmm. So now the EP's come out, 7 songs, it's all different genres, it's all different lyrical content.
Yeah.
Everything's different, and I think it gives a full idea of what I like to write about and what I do.
And talk about the reaction you've been getting, both from people at shows and I'm sure you're online, you see things. What's that been like?
It's been mad. It's been amazing. We just did South by, which was really wild.
Yeah.
Because I did that 4 years ago with a really sort of blues rock Hendrixy band.
Right.
And there was like 3 people in the corner. And then this one was, we did like 5 shows and every room was packed and, really crazy. And then, and then yesterday we had the Too Late video come out and just seeing the reaction from that. And, I did that with... Aisha Tyler was directing, who's just incredible, and Jean-Luc starring. So then, it was with their fan base too, and seeing how they would react to it. Yeah. And I was kind of terrified about looking at it because I was like, maybe, they're not going to be as nice as sort of my fans are obviously going to be nice. But the reaction's been incredible.
Very cool. Talk about that, how that all came about, because that's very cool, and the video is so cool. How did that come together?
Really, I met those guys just through a mutual friend, moving out here, writing with loads of people, running around, I think I actually first met Aisha at karaoke at the Belmont originally.
There you go.
But we just sort of started chatting and realised that our, creative inspirations and what we wanted to do and how we sort of see life and how we want to make art and just had these conversations that were really inspiring. So we decided to try and do something together, and eventually got the budget together and all the scheduling and all that stuff, and now we have a video. So
and talk about putting yourself out there and being dramatic and acting, and it's such a cool video. What's that like for you, putting on that persona? Is that you, or are you acting when you're there?
That was completely terrifying. I had no idea what I was doing. I followed Aisha's lead the whole time, and Jean-Luc, they know what they're doing. Literally, I was kind of like, this is really weird, pretending I'm in a relation. I'm not an actor.
Right.
I feel like I spend my whole life trying to be as honest as possible as a musician, trying not to act in any way. So it felt really weird to me, but I'm so pleased with how it came out. It actually doesn't look as awkward as I felt. And they look amazing, Jean-Luc and looks amazing. So and then you can sort of tell when I've got the guitar in my hand, that's a bit easier. More in my comfort zone.
Right.
But the whole thing was such an incredible experience, and we had so many cool people helping out on set. The vibe was hilarious. It was such fun.
And how special is that song to you?
Oh, very. I wrote it in literally 15 minutes. I walked in that morning. I was pissed off about a certain someone,
Yeah.
and it just went like that. And I always think the best songs come like that. You know, you don't overthink it, and it sort of flows out really naturally. So yeah, I had to get that off my chest. So that felt very good when that song came out. Yeah, I love it.
So you get it off your chest and it's out there. Then you perform this song numerous times. What's it like every time you actually, is that same emotion
It's
there?
written.
Change?
You know what? It just depends what mood I'm in, actually. Yeah. Sometimes it does. Sometimes I sort of feel myself getting a bit riled and then like, whoa, calm down. Yeah, most of the time not. It's just sort of fun. And especially seeing other people's reactions, that kind of will distract me from if I'm starting to get a bit too into it. I'll see someone sing it and be like, oh, that's awesome. And it takes me out of my sort of very sensitive, emotional well. But yeah, it's been really fun. I mean, every time we do a gig, there's just sort of, you know, there's a few more people there, and there's a few more people who know the songs, and it's wild. Yeah.
And you've evolved so much as an artist, and your music has evolved. Do the shows change? Does it feel different than it did when you were a different kind of artist?
I just feel really different and don't feel as terrified as I used to be. I mean, I still am. I still get such bad stage fright. I mean, the thought is terrifying, but once I'm up, that's absolutely incredible.
Want more extra? Hit the subscribe button and the bell and never miss a video.